Hey there, everybody. Let's see, we're going to be doing some. I'm going to take the code we wrote before and see. Hey there, Joy. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, it looks like we got a little bit quieter of a stream today, at least if these analytics are correct, which they're not always. But yeah, so let's see. Last time. Hey there, Zenith. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, last time we got. Dang, that is fast. Look at that. Bam. Yeah. So we got the building generators kind of working. Um, yeah, let's add some material support to them. Okay, let's that should be pretty easy. New face cam? Kind of. It's more that I just zoomed in on the old one. I yeah, the old one. Um, the thing is, okay, so I use a Droid. I use a camera app on my phone because my thinking is, all right, well, I already paid, a lot of money for the phone camera, and so might as well use it. Um, let's see. But unfortunately, the app I use, it crashes about once every hour or so. And when it crashes, it actually resets the zoom. And so really, this was what my face cam was always supposed to be. And the problem is because it has a very high field of view. It has like this weird it has like this weird almost like tunnel vision effect. Like the field of view is really high. And so like my head would look tiny and like my hands would look massive. Like actually you can kind of see it right here. Like, my hands would look like this big. Um, but yeah, so zooming in with in actual OBS ended up proving to be better. But yeah, yeah. Oh, Joy, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, the buildings. I think this is going to work out very well. It's going to also allow for a lot of performance benefits. Like, believe it or not, this current map actually has fewer parts than Superhero Life 2. Um, yeah, so we're just gonna go through that and make things work. Okay. Okay, so let's go and add some materials. All right, so we have pillar. Okay, material, enum.material, material variant, string. Okay, so we're not going to have a material for the windows. Ledge, pillar, that's all of them, right? Okay, so now, um, okay, so let's add a, okay, so this should hopefully be a bit nicer. Why is it yelling at me? So I feel like I covered all of the use cases. Ledge is not compatible. Why not? The heck? I do not even know what that means. Okay, well, that's kind of fixing it. Oh wait, it's because I didn't put the actual. I put just a generic enum instead of the actual type. Okay, that makes more sense. Have I finished character customization? I have not. I've taken a pause on it for now because the next part is getting layered clothing to work, and I really want to debug that on my own time because it's going to be a headache. And so I've mostly just been working on finishing some map decoration stuff while I buy time. There's always enough stuff to do for the most part. It's just. Okay, so okay. Uh, okay. If equals enum, then okay. So let's close all of that. Okay, so if enum all right. Okay, so we're going to make sure that it's a string, and then we are going to have it return the proper. Okay, so return int. Okay, so alt dot enum value. Okay, so e dot. Okay, so I guess you get enum items too. Let me actually do it at this level. Okay. If or inst get attribute. Okay. Let's just make a function for getting function get enum item. Enum main. Okay. For enum get children. If the name equals name, then return v. Return nil. Okay. Or okay, let's make this a little bit safer actually. So if type of name equals string, then we'll do it this way. Otherwise, we will just avoid that issue entirely, allowing us to do this, which should hopefully. Okay, so if you get enum item, okay, so set attribute key. Yeah, yes, Dina, the time flies, you know. So set attribute alt.name. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully we don't break everything. We broke everything. Enum is now a valid member of. Why not? It's nonsense. Okay, let me just. Hey there, Iswaro. Thank you for stopping by. Out of curiosity, do you know how to speak Portuguese? I'm learning. Estou aprendido. Uh, Bom dia. Yeah, I'm not exactly fluent yet. But working on it. A little bit of progress every day. My girlfriend, she actually is a major in Portuguese. But of course she grew up in Brazil, so she already spoke it. So there's no scenario where I don't learn Portuguese. I'm not getting out of it. I'm going to become bilingual if my life depends on it. Though I actually do know Spanish, so that helps a little bit. But as you know, it's not, a perfect map for things. Yeah, so this is going to be the same experience updated. However, once the updated version has some traction, we're probably going to open source the original one so that people who want to see it for nostalgia can still play the old one, but at the same time, they don't have to, what's the phrase? Um, but at the same time, they don't end up feeling. I completely lost my train of thought. Sorry. But we're going to open source the old one so that people can play it for nostalgia reasons, but at the same time, freeing me up from having to maintain it forever. Yeah, because it's almost a decade old, and it was built at a time when I was a much less experienced programmer, and so it's just really hard to maintain. But I don't want people to lose it. I just want them to I just want to provide a more up-to-date experience, more modern one that feels a little bit better, hopefully. But yeah, that's the current plan. Enum.material. All right, so okay, so an enum item has. Okay, so the enum type. That's what I want. I was wondering. I was like, why is this not working correctly? Enum type. Okay, so let's try this. Beautiful. Okay, if I did this right, it should. Okay, it should fix that, but not this. Okay, well, I didn't do that right. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't do that right at all. let's see. Okay, so that seems, so get enum item. Okay. Why is it not iterating through these like I'm expecting? Okay, so that it's returning it correctly. So where am I going wrong? Okay, so if type is equal to enum item, and if it is nil, then it sets, so inst, so, oh wait, oh, because I need to put the enum itself as the, okay, I got you. Alt.enum type, and then, do I not have strict? What's going on with the LSP? Why isn't it giving me anything? Okay, well, let's try this now. So it should allow me to keep this. Nice, but it should not allow me to keep nonsense. Beautiful. Okay. So now we have enum support. So yay. Let's see. Hey there, Shadow. Thank you for asking. I'm doing all right. Just work, normal stuff. Can you easily focus on working on your game without having the music on the background? Because I don't. Whenever I work on my games, that's true. No, that's same here. In fact, that's probably the hardest part of streaming because I don't have music on. Um, so yeah, no, I completely agree. It's nice to have something on in the background to allow my brain to not feel like it's dying of boredom. hmm The okay, so now, okay, so pillar dot material equals tower config dot pillar dot material. Pillar dot material variant equals tower config pillar dot material variant. Okay, so I believe this should allow us to have some more control over all of this. Let's see, window reflectance number. Okay, so let's add that too. Window reflectance is equal to what's it already? So 0.5. Okay, and then that tower config dot window dot reflectance. But yeah, so let's give this a shot. Okay, so we have this here. So let's see how this ends up working out. Um, so the ledge material, concrete. Nice, nice. I didn't think, and I guess filler material, brick. Mm, I don't know how I feel about that. Concrete again. Concrete again works all right. Window reflectance, 0.2. Window color. All right, that looks okay. Let me actually just copy this part here and then mess with just this value. Okay, that looks a bit better. All right, so now let's try it with this building. I don't know why I'm expecting it to. Okay, so we have the let's see, Park Apartment Bank. There it is. Okay, so um, this one's a little bit easier. We can probably do brick for this one, I think. Um, okay, so I think we should mess with the color a little bit. Okay. Hmm. Trying to think, should I make this one red brick? Oh, I'm trying my best, Space Dragon. Um, let's see. Zenith asks, is it hard for you to work alone on your games? Like, I can't do building at all. I do only scripting and particles. I always need someone else's help. What about you? I kind of had the opposite experience where the as a kid, I started when I was 10, and I didn't know any programming. I just did building stuff, and so it was mostly showcases at first, not necessarily quality showcases, but that's just a nice way of saying it was all visual, no functionality. Um, and I think in my case, I liked Star Trek a lot at the time, and just sci-fi in general. And so I'd learn programming to give like my little spaceships and such functionality. And I think that that ended up causing a just kind of a runaway effect of, okay, I learned I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And then after a few years and a few lucky hits, uh, I found myself able to do both. I'm not necessarily saying I was doing scripting well. Once the Super Hero 2 source code is out, I'm sure everyone will understand that. But yeah, I definitely started out, with, just I just didn't like the thing is back in 2008, Roblox wasn't that big. And so like knowing a program or knowing a scripter wasn't really something you could do. And so I had to kind of figure it out myself. And yeah, like I don't regret that or anything. It's just like, that's just how it was. And yeah, I've met some very talented you know artists and programmers since who I might work with, but frankly, I've put a lot of effort in the last 2 years into getting much better at the programming part because I found that was the part that was constantly sinking the games. Like, I didn't stop working on Super Hero Life 2 because the city was too ugly. I stopped working on it because the code was too messy, because it was hard to add features. It was just stressful. And so I realized that there was a lot more depth for me personally in programming. Like I felt like I got a lot more value out of that. Um, Now, don't be wrong, you can have a lot of depth in art, in environmental art, and in character art. And there are people who invest heavily into that. I think I just found that it didn't block me as much. Like having a map that's a little bit uglier didn't prevent players from having fun the same way that my lack of coding competence would prevent players from having fun because something was broken or because I couldn't add a feature that they were asking. So yeah, that was kind of my own path. But yeah, okay, so so bank, where's that? Okay, so guide, pillar, material variant. Okay, all right, yeah, just okay, so that's looking all right. Okay, so this one we should probably make this brick. Um, okay, let's go back to the school. Also, where's the painted brick material at? Material service painted brick. There it is. Okay, so I know I'm going to want this material for the school because it's just a good material. Um, so school, uh, painted brick, brick, brick. Okay, it's all right. I might want to keep the actual pillars like more of a limestone kind of thing. like the windows are too big, you know? Ah, that's why I didn't do it. Okay, so let's try this. Uh, why does that not look right? Okay, ledge height. Maybe it's just an issue that I have to deal with at a scaling level. Okay, like okay, so that didn't work out. All right, maybe let me try changing the color. Maybe that'll be the magic we're looking for. I think I need to make this like a little bit more like, reddish, orangish. Oh, that didn't work. Uh, hmm, okay, I'm just gonna have to accept, defeat or something here for a bit. Um, but yeah. Anyway, the oh yeah, there, Kato. Thank you for stopping by. For the characters people have created, are they going to transfer over to this? Yep. Yeah, we've already made some progress on the actual translation pipeline. We just have to get all the character assets ported over. That's going to take a bit, but it's going to be worth it in the end. Okay, so concrete. So diagonal apartments. Okay, so concrete. Nice. And let's actually make the ledge material, metal. Nice. Looking good. I wonder how painted brick would look as the material for the apartment, the Parkside apartment. I don't mind it, but yeah, hard to say. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, here we go. Okay, we're gonna have to let's change these ones to metal. Um, yeah, no, it's all good. Swaro, hopefully I'm saying that right, by the way. Apologies if not. Um, yeah, no, I'd be insane to not transfer people's work over. That would be heartbreak on the millions. Let's see. They will look a little bit different because they'll be using different assets, but for the most part, they should very much look like the same characters. Um, just the assets themselves will be a little more cleaned up, a little more flexible. Okay, so how about construction zone? Guide, so ledge material, metal, pillar material, uh, metal. Oh, how would that look? That's kind of nice. Maybe that's what this one's missing. Let's mess around with the school. Okay. So size 0.25. One. Okay. I think I think that's an improvement. Makes me want to mess around a little bit more with the specific. Oh well. All right. The welcome back zone. Okay. All right. Nice. I feel like the bank building could do with a little bit more. tuning. Let's see. So let's make the windows a bit wider. Okay. I think I should probably add the ledges back. Hmm. What happened to the ledges? Oh wait, no, okay, I'm messing with the wrong thing. Okay, bank, there it is. Okay, so the bank has, what, am I crazy? Where did the ledges go? How do we break them like that? Okay, so, hmm. Oh, it's because the window height's 109. I was like, why are they not there? Ah, okay. Classic mistake. Okay, 14. Let's actually see how tall this is. So it's 150, 140. Oh, so actually, maybe just let's do 15 instead. That might actually line up quite nicely. Okay, so now let's have the ledge be 2, 3, and then we'll just have the okay, so the ledge, we can have that. Let's use metal. Okay, it's looking a little bit more realistic. Yeah, well, it's definitely very New York, which is where the Spider-Man movies take place. You know, it's a very specific style for sure. Okay. The forbidden truth. What even is this one? Oh, it's because I'm doing that. Oh well. Let's see. So let's see. All right, special. Thank you for that announcement. All right, see you, Zone. Enjoy your pizza. close enough. Okay. I guess we could just copy the literal like stuff. So okay, so where was the pillar color? Nice. All right. It's looking good, looking good. I think I want to do the same thing for here. The heck? What'd I do? Oh, I just selected them both accidentally. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Um, we'll put some stuff up here. Here we just make a little making it a little bit darker is fine. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty good. And now we're just going to do the same thing, except somehow. What would be the best way to handle these weirdo shapes, you know? You gotta do wedges, you know? Like, that's an odd one. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. Okay. So yeah, that's looking all right. It's looking good. Oh yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah, you can see it here. Yeah, it goes from yeah, the here's what the it looks like. And I think that comes out looking pretty good. All right. Let's get to solving the issue with the wedge. Okay, so So local function render block tower. Function render. All right, so if guide is a part, then render block tower. Okay, else if guide is a wedge part, then we're going to do it this way. Okay. Same thing. Okay, so we can copy this part, I suppose. Local function render wedge wall. All right. Okay, so guide. Okay, so we're going to want to add that one tower guide. So that should pick it up. Okay. That shouldn't have happened. So I'm guessing this is not working correctly. Is wedge part a descendant of part? Yeah, it kind of worked. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that looks better. Okay. So let's start by just adding some lines across it. Uh, okay. So let's see. Hmm. It's just so nice looking at the other ones. So peaceful. Okay. So hmm, thank you, Kato. Yeah. The Okay, I'm gonna have to rely on some help. Import package, draw. This was made by Quenti. Oh, I have modified it a little bit. Quenti is a very talented program. All right, so let's just, okay, so local wedge width is equal to size dot, okay, let's just do wedge height equal to size dot y. Wedge depth is equal to size dot x. We're actually going to be switching it a bit. Wedge, so wedge, what is it, scale? Wedge height, wedge depth. Hey, better late than never. Thank you for stopping by, Dragon King. Okay, height, depth, width equals size dot z. Okay, so local window width. Let's see. So how many windows can we fit here? So how many windows would fit at the bottom is I guess the first one. So local max windows is equal to window wedge width divided by um, tower config dot window dot width. Okay, window segment width equal to tower config window width plus tower config dot pillar dot width. All right, so max windows would be minus tower config dot pillar width equals if tower config dot pillar dot has corner pillars, then window, let's see, so it would be this plus depth, else 0 equals 2 times okay, so max segment width. Okay, so let's just start by doing this. So for IV, for x equals 1, max windows 2, and or let's just do it 0 and then minus 1. Okay, so this is where the made is going to be helpful. So give task draw dot box. Okay, so cframe dot new vector 3 dot new. Okay, So we want to have the origin point. So local origin is equal to the CF times cframe.new uh, um, yeah, I support people having a safe place to, live their life. I I'm not sure supporting Israel necessarily provides that for everyone. And yeah, so I just hope everyone over there ends up in a safe place. But yeah, this isn't necessarily the place to talk about that though. Well, it's not how human rights works. So you can't just kill people because you think God's your favorite. It's not it's not how you get along with other people. Yeah. No, I mean, like, I think, yeah, just everyone should be nice to each other. It's more than enough world available for all of us. Let's see. Let's get back to this. Uh, yeah, no, thank you. I, 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 I already, I have, I am familiar with Christianity. I grew up. I was going to be a pastor before game development really took off, and I really like that part of the Ten Commandments: "Thou shalt not murder." And I don't think Israel remembers that part. And this is about as far as I want to have this conversation. But yeah, no, I that'll think that'll be it. We're talking about Ten Commandments because it appears, um, I guess, a Zionist or something was looking to make this stream about Israel. Not, not entirely sure what the goal was. You know? Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think, I'm more sympathetic to the that, the that there's a lot of bad stuff happening to the Palestinians there. That seems pretty undeniable. And I don't really want to have a conversation about anything else related to that topic until, the people um, who are dying are safe. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a rough conversation. Like at the end of the day, I do think that these things are important. Obviously, I think that there are so many things going on in the world at any one moment. It's up to people to sort of decide when they want to engage versus disengage because there's just too much. And I think that I want this place to be a place where we don't necessarily have to go over that stuff. I don't think that there's much right here that could be done to sway the issue. Like even like charity stuff, like support isn't even reaching the people suffering right now in in Israel. Um, those Palestinians aren't even allowed to have aid, and yeah, it's like just a really messy situation. And it honestly, this is just not the right place for it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so see, this is a much more refreshing type of chat interaction. Hello, Jimmy Dogwets. See, this is more the energy I want in the chat. Nice to meet you. Amazing name. I'd like to think that like that's like the only thing you say. Like it's kind of like an I am Groot thing. Just like you walk up, what's up, yo? I'm Jimmy Dogwitz, and that's just like main, like Uh, I feel like that's just an iconic opening. Yeah, no, Kato's right. We got to focus on those wedge parts. Okay, so for y equals 0, so we have to figure out the max. It's a good one, Zoe. No, Kato, I laughed too. I think good bit of lightning. Thank you, Jimmy Dogwitz. That's a iconic entry into the chat. Um, okay, so Max X Windows. Um, let's see. So local floor height, local max Y floors is equal to, I guess, floor height. So tower config dot floor dot height. So that'd be yeah. Yep. All right. So wedge height divided by, so max Y floors. Thank you. Thank you, Speedy. I appreciate it. Um, let's see. That is true. You are Jimmy Dogwets. Yeah, that's some king stuff. Yeah, Giga Chad behavior. Okay, so how would we? So it'd be origin. So it'd be the wedge height. So this would be wedge is 0. Wedge height divided by 2. Wedge width divided by 2. Um, times C frame dot new. Okay, so it just goes 0. Y times, let's see, what would be floor height? Yeah, Y times tower config dot floor dot height. X plus, I guess, what would it be? Workable. So plus respect. Excellent answer, Jimmy. Mr. Dogwets. Let's see. So workable wedge width. It's divided by 2. So that would be plus edge offset. So then from there, it would be max windows, max dot round, and then local. So max X windows. Okay, so then from there, local. Okay, so goal. Okay, so we have the goal window segment length, and then we have the actual window segment width equals, and then we get that from taking the workable wedge width divided by the max X windows, and then from there, we do that. And hopefully, so size would be wedge depth by, okay, so wedge depth So wedge depth times floor height, I guess. Floor height. And then cancel. So then times that. Let's try this. Looked okay. Okay, so yeah, we're basically just doing some debug stuff. So let's start by okay, we're gonna do a basic check here where okay, so how should we best determine if it is okay, so x0. Okay, so if how do we best determine if the point, if the starting point is in the thing? Okay, so okay, so we're gonna have to get the angle, I think. Okay, so local angle equals math dot atan. So opposite would be wedge height, wedge width, adjacent. So height. So that should be the angle, cutoff angle, and then from there, local adjacent is equal to CF. So we're going to combine all this together. Okay, so if we're assuming that it's starting over on this end, let's make it let's have it debug a bit. How about we will do local angle is equal to math dot tangent opposite sub y divided by x, and then we will have from HSV value saturation, okay, and we can have math dot abs angle and math dot clamp 0, 1. So math.abs angle divided by cutoff angle. My logic is not bulletproof. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so local color is equal to color is equal to that. Yeah. So now let's actually do the text. So local text. We're going to be a bit more a little bit more thoughtful. So draw text adorny. Okay, so dot position text is equal to language. So how about X, Y? Okay, so this should hopefully give us an idea of how we're gridding things currently. Mistakes were made. 261. Oh, I moved this above the angle definition. Okay, that explains it. Okay, beautiful. Look at this. Okay, so we have, all right, so we have these different different labels. Okay, so we want, okay, so looks like, so X, 0, 0. Okay, how about let's instead think of this as a, okay, so it sounds like we're going to have to do max X windows divided by X. Okay, so max X. Okay, so let's try it this way. So X distance, Y, no wait, Y distance, X distance. And then from there, we should be able to get this angle. So Y distance divided by X distance. Okay, and from there, we can get, I'm not good at this, am I? Is that a new error or the old one? Okay. Okay. So X distance, Y distance. Okay. Oh no. Devastating. All right. Math.round 10 by 10. Round 10 divided by 10. All right. Okay, 29.4. And then let's also do the equals angle math.round 10 times math.deg angle divided by 10. Okay, so 9.2 degrees, 29.6, 0.1 degrees. What's happening here? Did I actually update this to use? Okay, so Y distance. I'm just going to remove degree. Okay, so tan XY. So we have this going up 21. What the heck? Am I thinking about this right? Am I supposed to be using tangent? Okay, wait. Okay, so opposite, adjacent. Should have paid more attention to trigonometry. Um, I don't think I banned anyone named Chicken Image. Oh, wait. It's that person again. Uh, Chicken Image. Nobody doubted that people loved Israel. It's not what the discussion is about. Discussion is about the human rights violations and mass killings they are doing of Palestinians. That's the problem people have. And I don't believe that self-defense covers it. And this is not the place for that discussion. Okay? This isn't like this isn't going to change anyone's mind on this. It's just going to make people think you're annoying and not listening and not paying attention. Please don't make another account and come back. This doesn't make anything better for anyone. All right, Jimmy Dogwetts, we could really use your brightening of the room right now. Say your Jimmy Dogwitz. That'll make it all better. Let's see. Do you remember the boss art from Incredibles 2 event? Could there be bosses? Yeah, actually, I do really like the whole boss mechanic idea. Um, yeah, the yo, what up, yo? I'm Jimmy Dogwitz. Classic, iconic. Yeah, greatest of all time. Um, But yeah, no, boss battle stuff. In fact, my hope is that boss battles would actually be something that could be done by players. Like, imagine if you were a villain and you completed like a quest, like 3 or 4 parts or something, and then as a reward, you get to be like the size of Clamaton, like fight the entire map. You know? Let's see. No, no. Unfortunately, I think I don't think Chicken Image understands violence, so I think it's best to not make those kinds of threats. And also, let's not make threats in general. That's not a nice thing for us to do as a YouTube chat. You know? Yeah, but obviously we're talking about in Minecraft. I'm not upset, but let's all behave. Okay? Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, and yes, Glove, all you know is A squared, B squared, C squared. Yeah. The that I mean that's a good one to know. Okay. You are allowed to threaten you are allowed to threaten video game characters. I mean, these are superheroes after all. It's not like Batman doesn't just beat up people. We can't pretend like violence never happens in superheroes. That's like kind of the point. Let's just yeah. All right, no torturing. No, no. You're just gonna make him think he's a martyr. He's not Chicken isn't a martyr. He's probably a misled 14-year-old. At least that's my hope. Yeah, we just gotta be patient and hope that these people, say, go touch grass, I guess. Yeah, and be thankful that we live in a place where, um, you know, things are safer, and we gotta value the things that allow it to be safe like that. Make sure that we don't allow our society to backslide into a place where, you know, the government can hurt a lot of people, and in the areas remaining that people are still getting hurt in our current societies, we should work to remove those. It's nothing too extreme. Just making sure everybody has food on their plate and is never at risk of violence. I think violence is one of those things that's best left in comic books and TV shows and Superhero Life 2 Remake when I create an amazing power scaling system. What are my PC specs? I don't remember. It's an Alienware, but like an old one. It's like a 2015 Alienware. I upgraded the graphics card and the RAM once. Yeah, I downloaded more RAM. The but no, it's not a great one for sure. The yeah, no, COVID is the true villain. So long, Calamaton. COVID is the real villain. Yeah, alien tech. Yeah, the confirmed superhero life was built on alien stuff. PC specs. Specs is short for like specifications, I believe. I think, but I don't actually know specifications. Um, and yeah, basically they're asking how good my computer is. Um, I've never been too much of a hardware person though, so you know, I do know I need to upgrade it soon. It's struggling with some of my other work. Yeah, it cannot handle um, too much beyond your typical video game. What is happening here? Okay, how about let's just try math.angle divided by 90. Okay, let's just make something that's a little bit more, whoops, okay. Math.rad 90. Mm-hmm. What is going on with this? Why is it sort of cycling through again and again? I'm very confused. So y dist and x dist. Hmm. Oh, it's because it should be atan. Okay, that was it. I was like, why is it being like that? Okay, see, this looks much better. See? Okay, now we actually have a gradient. Okay, yay, we did it. Okay, so cutoff angle. Now we can get that looking better. Okay, so the cutoff angle, let's actually, let's square that. Let's make it just a little bit more apparent. Okay. Mm, okay, so if, okay, so if, let's make this a little bit more, okay, so local color equals if angle is less than cutoff angle, then color3 dot new 100 else color3 dot new zero. Actually, let's make red be the bad one and blue be the good one. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, there we go. Yay! Okay, let's I'm gonna actually make it semi-transparent for a second. Because what we want to do is, and if we remove corner pillars, okay, you see, like we want, but the thing is we need to make it so that it stays, it doesn't cross over that line, you know? We need it to be flush with the line itself. And so we're gonna have to be a little bit more creative with that. So if, okay, so if cutoff angle y-dist plus 0.5 times tower config dot floor dot height. Captain Cool Guy. Well, the lore for that's in like very canonically established. He tried to mess with his own source code. You know the okay, so yeah, it's not recommended, and he caused an error, which you know led to some stuff. All right, yeah, okay, that looks better. Okay. Now actually making the yeah, so Captain Cool Guy in one of the boss battle in like the boss battle event did go on a rampage under the name Calamaton. I think it's cool lore, but at the end of the day, it's certainly not the okay. So now let's also we okay. So now we have to identify okay. So okay, we're gonna have this one. We're gonna call this one upper angle. Okay. Lower angle where we subtract and add, then, okay, so now let's actually break this apart across a few. And yeah, no, well, I think Captain Cool Guy should get a redemption arc, you know? But no, if I remember correctly, Captain Cool Guy is actually in a prison in Superhero Life 3, so maybe the redemption arc happens in 4, or the redemption arc goes very poorly between 2 and 3. Okay. Else if the lower angle is above the cutoff angle, is that else color equals color3 dot new 0. Okay, so now with this in mind, ooh, I messed that up. Okay, where'd I go wrong? Okay, there it is. I think we can stop doing that now. Okay. All right, nice. This episode brought to you by Captain Marvel. See the new hit film, The Marvels, today. But no. It'd actually be cool to get a sponsorship. And that'd be cool to have like an official, like, comic book tie-in. I mean, we had the Incredibles one, but that was like so long ago. It was 20, what, 6 years? It was a while. But yeah, okay. So this works. All right. So basically, anything that's yellow has to be a weird wedge, you know? And anything that's, so let's change the pillar width. Okay. So, um, all right. We need to actually have the, so workable goal window segment height is, okay. So max, it's windows? No, window height plus, no, 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 we don't need to do that because there's an actual floor height one. Um, yeah, no, no, Zone, I thought you went back in time and messed with their source code. At least that's what I assumed. Um, let's see. Oh, yeah, the Marvels. Yeah, I never saw that. I know that the young Marvel lady, uh is it Miss Marvel, or the one with the TV show? Everyone said that TV show was good, so you know. But I guess from y'all's response, she did not carry the film, unfortunately. It's interesting. You're seeing the same patterns emerge that you would have like a pixelated line in like paint.net or something, Or like what do they call it? A Brez line? Where like it kind of like it's not, if you look at it like at a distance, it looks like a line, Like if we zoom out enough, that looks like a normal line, but then when you zoom in, you can see it's like kind of wonky. But yeah, I bet it's probably done in a similar way. Um, but yeah, okay, so we have this. Um, all right, so let's assign an enum local. So type. Okay, so if lower angle, then next. Continue? Is that it? Yeah, that was it. Continue. I was like, something's not right. Okay, so now we have this part in. Okay, so local is partial equals local is normal segment. Okay, so if is then the dot blue else code3 dot. Okay, so now we're removing that. Okay, okay, what's it? So how do we best fill that in? Though we only have 10 minutes left, so you know we might not get too far. Honestly, I feel like for this, I almost want us to like just use these to actually like to map out more specific build parameters. You know, like man, this is a headache. Mm, that's interesting. Mm. We want it to be a little bit thick so we can see the outlines better. Okay. Well, thank you, Jimmy Dogwetz, for bringing us joy when we felt none might ever exist again. Legend. Yes, the I never saw Guardians 3, but everyone said it was good. I just never got around to it. Life was chaotic at that point. Yeah, the but yeah, it's pretty much it. Yes, yes, yes. Praise be to Jimmy. Um, let's see. Hmm, sorry, I'm just messing around with it. Yeah, we'll have to come back to solving this next time. But you know, I think we're making progress towards a solution. You know, we just gotta, you know, we're gonna turn these into I'm gonna turn these into little windows with you know, like we set this to 10. You know, set the window height to set that to 7. Window height set that to 6. And yeah, yeah, you can see how like it's sort of shaping up. Like we can have different window scales with this. We just got to have it fill in the rest. But yeah, I think stuff looks pretty good. Let's do something that I actually wanted to do yesterday. Um, yeah, the okay, we're gonna go to test, play. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the server. No, that's not right. Generate that story. Okay, that looks correct. Nice. Dang it. And then what else? Let's also do server storage dot scripts map object map object dot run dot story. And now we've got that set up too. Now let's go back to the client. going to, I wonder what those things even are. Like you can see them in the distance or kind of, isn't the core GUI? Is that it? Oh, wow. But yeah, so let's now go to the, there it goes. Okay, so we have the debug part, so let's delete those. We don't need those. Okay, delete that. Plugins. Okay, so we wanted, the one I liked last time was, I think it was South African Sunset. Was that it? Okay, nice, beautiful. I wanted, but I messed with the lighting a bit. Remember that much. Okay, so let's increase the ambient a little. Okay. Okay, now we can enjoy. Why's the frame rate so low? Oh well, we'll figure that out. Because there's only like a couple thousand parts, so I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, so let's actually speed up. We're going to get a little bit of super speed going on here. Yeah, just running around. Yeah, thank you, Kato. Always brings a smile to my face seeing your hyping. Yeah, but no, I think the buildings look pretty good. Yeah, the yeah, we're gonna have street level decorations soon-ish, but yeah, these buildings we're gonna need to do some more external decoration, obviously. But I do think that the actual filling up of like these sort of main areas worked out all right, especially once we get some interior stuff in there. That'll look pretty good. The cool thing about the way, since we're doing this stuff procedurally, adding lights and like, having, how like the Superhero Life 2, different lights, like windows are turned on at night. That'll be very easy to do once we, you know, oh, show us the school. Okay, let's go there. School direction. Yeah, I'm not sold on the school yet. That might be something we do custom, just because it isn't looking great. But I think this still looks better than the textured version. It just doesn't look good, you know. This might be something reserved for more office building E types, but we'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Calu. Yeah, I'm gonna change the gravity a bit. Um, can I change the gravity? Yeah, there it is. Okay. How about 30? Okay. Now I'm gonna increase my jump height to 150. And now we have flying in Superhero Life 2. Maybe let's decrease the gravity a little bit more. Let's see. I always lose it. Okay, 10. I think this is looking pretty great. Okay, so how about Let's increase the jump height and speed a little bit. By that I mean double them. This game's going to be good. This game's going to be really good. I like seeing the lights. I think I need to make sure that those get re-added to the buildings. I think it adds a nice little bit of detail. Though just having lights in the city in general will be a huge upgrade. Man, this feels great. Yeah, but yeah, thank y'all for stopping by today. I will see y'all tomorrow when we're hopefully going to get the rest of these buildings converted over. Woo. All right. See y'all next time. Bye.